Hello everyone. Module name is Global Business Environment Evolution and Dynamics. Here myself Tracy Araviswamy and my team members are Najla, Ninjida and Danya. Here we are taken the global business environment evolution. We are taken that garment industry. Then we can look into the introduction of the clothing industry. The world business landscape is a significant impacted by the garment sector. The clothing industry, also known as the fashion industry in global sector, that involves that the designs, manufacture, distribution, and marketing of the clothing industries and accessories. The global business environment is defined as a collection of various external factors that has the power to influences the business and their operations at the global scale. In these factors includes the political, economical, social, legal, and other positive and negative impacts on the business. This report covers the main features of the clothing industry, challenges of the clothing industry in MNC level, and the strategies of the clothing industries. It becomes a very important business analysis. That's the factors and adopt all the changes to remain the competitive successful. In this report, the clothing industry is taken in the consideration which the consists of which various business and organization involved in the designing and producing and fashion accessories. The industry's range of business multinational nations and corporations contributions of the global economy. Then we can look into the key features of and key players or key players of the clothing industry. There are key players like retailers, manufacturers, designers, suppliers, textile producers, and fashion institutions. We have to look into the key key players in explained way. In clothing industry, it is the key players in a retailer way. They have to recognize the organization team to sell the products in online shopping and offline shopping. And also in manufacturers, when come to the manufacture sector, they are providing they can involve in a production and productive clothing clothing and fashion accessories. In designers, they are the who creates the designs for the clothing for in western model and ethnic model and designing well. And in when compared to the suppliers, they are the suppliers who overall taking the supplier level and they providing the materials requirements and other supplies for the clothing industry in public way. In textile producers are the player rollers involved in the producing fabric materials and used in the production process. When come to the fashion institution that provides the education and in training in the field of fashion design and others. Then we can look into the market share. In 2019, in 2019, the clothing industry has a worth of approximately 60 million euros. And in market share, due to the COVID pandemic, the retailers and manufacturers face various challenges like discrimination in supply chain and changes in the customers' preference in that affect the market level. Despite all these challenges, new clothing market is continuously growing, which lead towards the growth and the development. Okay, then we can move to the different aspects of clothing industry. In clothing industry, the various aspects includes the designs and manufacturers, distributions, and consumers' behavior. Some keys are the during aspects. This involves a creative process of concentration and the designers, clothing items, and accessories. Fashion designers are then study trends and create sectors and select the fabrics and develop terminology before finding the designers. Then the fashion designing or marketing, advertising the market and advertising the combiners are essential for the clothing branding and driving consumer industry in different aspects of in clothing sector. And also there an implementation or advanced technologies are developed in the clothing sector. And also in fashion events and shows are day by day increase in our society. It increased the clothing industry developed in one by one in our country. These are from my slide. Then my colleague will explain other slides. Najla will explain. Najla, you can proceed.
Hi everyone, I am Najla Faisal Ahmad. My presentation part about growth of industry. As per the report of Research and Marketers Global Clothing Market is expected to grow at the compound annual growth rate 5.5% from the year of 2020 into 2028. And the clothing industry has a witnesses sustainable growth due to the globalization and the increased consumer demand worldwide. The concept of fast fashion characterized by rapidly produced and affordable clothing has a gained properly. And then we have to go to the next show that fastest growing national and regional markets of the clothing industry. This slide will be shows that the reason for this growth of growing trend of e-commerce of the region with the online purchasing options apart from the Latin America, Africa, and the Middle East of the regional clothing markets that are growing due to the high demand of clothing and the changing preference of customers. And in September 2021, the clothing industries is subjected to constant change of fluctuations, and the fastest growing national and regional markets might have evolved then. However, I can provide you with some region and countries that were showing promising growth in the clothing industry until that time. First one is the Asia. The Asia Pacific region has been significant players in the global clothing countries, and countries like China, India, Bangladesh, and Vietnam have been experiencing and substantial growth of due to their larger populations, increasing disposable incomes and expanding middle class. These countries has also have been favored of their relatively low productive costs, making their attractive destination clothing manufacturers. And the next country is the Middle East, North Africa. Some countries in the Middle East, like United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia, have seen rapid growth in their fashions and clothing markets. These nations have witnessed rising patients, conclusions, and the influence of the international brands in their retail sectors. And we have to go to the next is Latin America. Certain Latin America countries such as Brazil and Mexico have shown strong potential in the clothing industry. The growing middle class and urbanization have contributed to an increased demand of fashionable appeal. And this one is Africa. These countries like Ethiopia, Kenya emerged potential hotspots manufacturing due to their relatively low labor cost and presence of the export-oriented garment manufacturing suits. Then we have to go to the looking to the competitive of the clothing industry. The declining market of the industry. This slide will be shows that now these days customers are more conscious of the environment impact of their clothing choices. When the formal wear industry is declining, then another segment is UK clothing industry. It's experiencing though like the e-commerce sectors and the athleisure segment of the industry. And then we have to looking the organization of industry and private owned, state owned. This slide will be that the private companies dominated ownership of the UK garments industries, although they are very small in number in a few stated owned companies due to the operate in the sector. As a result of private enterprises, including several small independent merchandise and significant international corporation control a majority of the garment. Then we looking to the competition of the clothing industry. There are various challenges faced by such as higher demand of ethical and sustainable fashion, impact on the environmental of the industry, and fast changing preference of the customers that make it more dynamic and competitive. And finally, we have to go to the competitive environment evolves quickly. This it will be shows that there are various challenges faced by the industry, such as higher demand of ethical and sustainable fashions, impact on the environment of industries, and fast changing preference of customers that make it more dynamic and competitive. And that following side will be explained my group member Tanya.
Hi, I am Danya Krishnamma Siddharthan. Now I am going to present about the capital of labor-intensive industry. Over the time, the industry is become a capital intensive because now organizations are relying on the combination of human as well as machine labor to produce their products. Then I will talk about the challenges for MNCs arising from the main features of the industry. There is a range of multinational corporations operating in the clothing industry of UK, such as H&M, Zara, Primark, Tommy Tommy Hilfiger, and others. All these MNCs are facing various challenges that affect overall business performance and effectivity. The managers of MNCs need to analyze these challenges to develop effectively strategies to lead industry towards growth and development. Some features of clothing and their challenges of MNCs are explained below. First one, the dynamics of industry. The clothing industry is highly dynamic in which rapid changes occur in the context. The industry involves a wide range of products and companies from small independent designers to multinational corporations. Sudden changes in the market trends, customers' preference, and recent technologies create various challenges and difficulties for MNCs and affect their operations negatively. Next one is range of customers. With this rise in the concept of social media and e-commerce, customers are demanding for more personalized, convenient, and fast shopping experience. According to Nance and Sovash in 2022, it means that MNCs must provide diverse clothing products, providing seamless online and offline shopping experiences and respond to changing trends quickly, which enhances the difficulties to manage all operations systematically. Following that, I will present global industry. MNCs in the global industries are facing the challenges regarding changing regulatory environment as well as the growth of ethical and sustainable practices. Government and international organizations are introducing various standards for addressing the issues like labor rights, animal welfare, and environmental impact. As MNCs conduct business activities various countries, they have to follow all laws and legislations of every country in which they operate. It enhances complications and challenges for the business. Next, emerging with digital technologies. It enhances challenges to MNCs because they have to adapt a rapid pace of technological changes and stay up to date with the latest trends of technology and innovation. Digital technologies involve various risks as well like cyber attack, theft of intellectual property, and data breaches, and that creates a negative impact on MNC's reputation. Next, I will introduce my group mate Ninjida on the following slide. Ninjida.
Hi, myself Ninsta Tangarajan Kavdarani. Right now, I will share strategies deployed by MNCs to manage the global business environment. It helps corporations to run their business operations with greater efficiency and effectiveness and lead it towards growth and development. Some strategies for managing different aspects of the global business environment are explained below. Invest in technology and innovation. Corporations should also invest in research and development for creating new materials according to customer preferences. MNCs ensure their data is highly secure and safe in e-commerce activities to maintain trust with customers. Ad- Adopt local market conditions and culture. The MNCs need to convey their brand value and messages consequently across all markets and use relevant marketing and production strategies to meet all needs and preferences of local customers. It helps business to deal with the dynamic global business environment. Develop strong relationship with the stakeholders. Corporations ensure that quality products and personalized experience are provided to customers to enhance their engagement and involvement. They should develop strategies to manage the risk associated with environmental damage, supply chain violation, and other navigate complex regulatory environment. As the clothing industry is in global, MNCs analyze changes in regulation and implement them in business accordingly. Hence, multinational clothing corporations need to maintain a balance in global and local strategy to gain competitive advantages and lead business towards the direction of growth and success. Now, I will concluding the topic. According to the above presentation, the global business environment involves various factors that have a direct impact on business operations. The garment industries is a important sector in the global business landscape, making a considerable contribution to the economy, job creation, and international trade. It operates in a highly competitive environment that is influenced by consumer taste, fashion trends, and technology improvements. Ethics and sustainability are becoming more important. Success in this fast-paced industry depends on being able to adjust to changing market conditions, embrace innovation, and satisfy customer demands. Business needs to analyze these factors and their impact on business operation and then develop effective strategies to deal with these factors efficiently. Multinational corporation encounters a variety of issues. The presentation is now complete. Thank you.